This is a used gaming PC that I bought locally for $250. Right now, it doesn't look great and it definitely needs good cleaning, but besides that, the specs of this PC are actually pretty solid. It has an AMD Ryzen 5 3600, an RTX 3060, 32GB of DDR4 RAM, a B450M motherboard, and a 700 watt power supply. Before I clean it, I'm going to test it out in a few games and see how it performs, and then see how much better I can get the temps after I clean and repaste it. I'm going to start testing by running the Cyberpunk built-in benchmark at 1080p high. The game runs pretty smooth, around 60 to 65 FPS, but the CPU is running a little warm and I think I can improve the GPU temps too, but overall, not too bad. The next game up is Hogwarts Legacy on 1080p Ultra. The game also runs very well, averaging just under 60 FPS. The CPU again is running warm and isn't boosting as high as it can, which is probably due to the dust and dry thermal paste. On the other hand, the graphics card is just under 70C, which is actually pretty decent. Finally, I'm testing Starfield at 1080p lowest. While the game doesn't run great with pretty inconsistent frame times and an apparent CPU bottleneck, the temperatures aren't too bad, with the CPU staying around 60C and the GPU being in the mid-60s. Now, let's give this PC a good clean. I was going to take the GPU apart and clean it, but when I dusted it, literally no dust came out and it looks brand new. I did change the thermal paste though. The last thing I ended up doing was installing a fan in the back of the case, hoping it'll help with the temperatures, and it definitely makes this PC look much better. So now, let's go and retest it so we can compare the results. Loading back into Cyberpunk 2077 with the same settings, the FPS is pretty much the same, but the GPU is running about 10 degrees Celsius cooler and the CPU is running about 7 to 8 Celsius cooler. Now we're back in Hogwarts Legacy with the same settings again, and the game runs identically, but the CPU is 10 degrees cooler and boosts about 100 MHz higher. The GPU on the other hand is now running at the exact same temperature of 66 degrees Celsius. And finally, we're back in Starfield with the same settings as last time, and this one has the biggest difference. Just getting a few more FPS and the CPU bottleneck isn't as bad as before. The temperatures are also a few degrees cooler on the CPU and GPU, and the game definitely runs better. Overall, this PC turned out to be great. It's an awesome system for 1080p. Now that it's clean, it runs like new. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and make sure you tell me what you thought about this PC in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next one.